couscous and carrot, broccoli and coconut, peaches, apples, apricot, breadfruit, jackfruit, sour sap, pistachios, cashews and almonds, walnut, peanut, also pecan, sesame seeds, sunflower, lemon, orange, pineapple and melon.
Here kom die Sonne. Hier kommt die Sonne. Es ist der hellsten Sten von allen. Hier kommt die Sonne.
I was about to check what's outside. Mind, I don't have any clothes on, and all of a sudden there is a trail. Do I see frost? Not sure if you can see frost. It might be frost. Yeah, it's actually really cold outside. Best to pack up this stuff. We had breakfast again. I forgot to film. You guys, cereals, made it in these again, as we usually do. Yeah, apparently we have to pay to get out.
The door is literally locked. We can't come out.
What am I supposed to do here? I don't know which one to click.
The door was literally locked from the inside, and the only way to get out, I will let Grunkle Stan explain. Eventually we got out, but only because we called the lobby, and they somehow turned off the lock from the lobby itself.
We can come out. We made it. How much did you pay?
I haven't paid anything.
What?
I don't know what to do.
We paid at the lobby, but yeah, we were actually trapped inside our room, forced to pay if we wanted out.
I'm not going to claim it is the best hotel we've been to, but it is the best room. I'm sure that some of the other hotels might have had better rooms.
It was pros and cons to every room, I think.
Yeah, definitely. We decided when we exited the hotel to go up the mountain. There is something to see, we think. And thus we go up here, but I just didn't think like, oh, how high up will we have to go? Because we are up in the mountains and we're not taking the main road. It was a cold night. That is not to throw under the bus. But now that we are on the Wakayama side of the mountain, technically still in Osaka Prefecture, it is way warmer than it was on the other side. So there are some geological facts into the mix. And then there's nothing but climbing and graffiti on this, far up in the mountains. Another thing you also don't want is that when you know you're going into a blind road and it is downhill, you kind of lose hope, because then you know you have to climb on the way back as well. The graffiti available to us is vast, and here is a dam. Ah, wow, it's a reservoir. Wow, this might be the entire drinking water of the entire Wakayama Prefecture. Maybe. It's like a really big one. You don't have any idea how much water this is. Look on the other side. That is a deep valley, if I ever saw one.
Behind this bridge, there were a couple of trails we wanted to explore.
They've shut off both ways, so we don't get this to the highest extent possible.
So we went back and decided to follow the reservoir further up.
Anywhere but here, people would react to this. However, the swastika used in Japan is the other way around. So this might actually be a Nazi symbol. Why the absolute heck? It says it's a barbecue. It's overgrown.
Oh, now I get it. It's a vegan barbecue.
The construction of the Hiraigo Dam began in 1962 as an Osaka prefecture-run project in the Hiraikawa Valley to efficiently provide agricultural drainage for the upstream and downstream areas of the Kinkuji River in the South Stream Mountains regions of the Sanin City, and was completed in the end of 1971. Management has been outsourced to Sanin City since October 1973. Even up here, there's a graveyard. Yeah, private one. I see nobody living around the reservoir. Might have been in the past, but who knows? Like, people put up graveyards in remote places here. Turns out I was wrong. People are living up here. What's that? That's 2 houses there. 3 houses there, I think. Huh. Wicked. Further up, the reservoir was done dry. We suspect that there might have been a river here in the past.
Or at least
A lake?
at least a lake.
Yeah, it's overgrown now.
Yeah. Oh, there's still a little river here.
There's still a little river. Yeah, it is. We are now at the very edge of the reservoir. And here there's a parking lot. Oh no! We can't go around.
No.
Ah. I saw some like, yeah, sorry, there is construction, but I didn't know that it had to like take off this entire part. But there's something else I want to show the people further that way. We can do that. So the path is continuing, this way at least. And that is a neat bridge. It says it will only take 1 minute to bicycle. Yeah, we're still in Osaka Prefecture. Wakayama doesn't have bicycle in Google. Yeah, here it is. I'm not sure. It says on Google nature school. I don't really know, but I think it's like a summer camp. So yeah, they have vending machines here, and I can hear a dog. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't need to go in, but it's something. Oh, they have grills. So yeah, that is a dog. That's a nice dog. Yeah. It looks sort of like a camping site. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Yeah, I actually am very positive that this actually might be a summer camp. And there is a toilet here. These houses look very traditional on the inside, but on the outside, I don't know. It looks more like South American, but not quite. Like, they're like monocolored. And that isn't very South American. Can't help it. It might be fun to be here in the right time. Right, it's huge. Hey, really? Is this the end? There's just been so many structures. Yeah, I think this is the end. It's like the Yayoi style building. So this one is quite traditional. Huh. They've been hanging them from like charcoal up there with some bamboos. Not sure if it's to store things or if it's to sleep. Clear Creek down here over this little bridge. that goes into some trail system that is basically attached to this nature school, as they call it. And there is another creek and a path that you can actually drive, as I can see. I feel it's a little freaky bicycling around here because it's totally empty. I feel like we are yet in like an off-bounds area in a video game, and the only NPC we've seen has been one dog. But I heard this school clock go off, so it might actually be a school, in which case we're not allowed to be here, and that's even more freaky. We have to explain ourselves. I hope not. But I wouldn't have to do that. I mean, yeah. There are cars here. I haven't seen a single person. I just hope now that I can just pass here without any trouble. And there's a little bit of like a coldest feeling. It says pronto. So that sounds like a lobby. Who knows what this is? The dog wasn't out now, so now it's totally empty. Decided to just go over the bridge and see what we can see. Like, there isn't any blockings here. So that's probably meant only for cars. So yeah, they haven't quite taken bicycling into account. People are probably walking here all the time. I don't want to disturb them, but I also want to have a little bit of view around. Okay, I can hear machines going, so now we turn. Let's turn.
The nature here is really amazing. I mean, look at the view.
I think this is as good as a view you can get of it. None of the viewing points can give you this. Like, that's for certain.
The trees, the lake, all the other plants combined, I will never really grasp how Japan's nature can be so beautiful. It is beyond everything else I have seen in my life. At last we had to come down from the mountain and continue along the highway to Wakayama.
Road station. It's now to say, welcome back to Wakayama. Places are so convenient, especially if you were going by car. This is beautiful. They have flowers. Should we bring the flowers?
Yeah.
Over here, and the color of this water coming in from there. Well, that looks clear. I have chili stew, and you have pasta.
Yes.
That pasta is actually really delicious. Have you noticed? Yeah.
This seemed to be a really warm winter, even for Wakayama. First day of this trip, I needed my coat on, but right now, no way I could even try putting it on. It is so hot today, and keep in mind, we are really close to the shortest day of the year, yet it is so warm.
Back in our neighborhood. It is usually the last few hundred meters that are the longest. Because you're fed up with pedaling. And you just want it all to end. Though I got to say, we have been extremely lucky on our journey now. So we have basically been doing two things. Looking out for special things to see that are not recognized. And basically searching for retro games at any second-hand shop we could find. And I got to say, I was quite successful. And now that I'm back home, I started just to experiment with some food. Finally back home and can make my own food again.